Hey everybody, Jason Hodge here, and this is day number 4, and this I believe is the free for all day. And it's actually kind of funny because I was just sitting there thinking, well, I don't really know what I'm going to do a video about. I mean, the other days we're pretty much given a list of the things that we're going to do, and today we're given a free for all. And I thought, this is actually kind of like how life is because in life, sometimes we get into that mindset where we are just waiting to for somebody to tell us what to do in order for us to make that next step for success. And I mean, think about that for a moment. How many times do we put our success, our destiny, our dreams, our purpose in somebody else's hands? Now, I'm hoping that I'm not breathing heavily into this microphone. It's crazy. But but think about it. How often do we do that? And then when the outcome is what it usually is when we put our destinies in other people's hands, which is kind of like, failure. We don't make it to a target because we are trusting that the target that other people have for us is the one that's going to be success for us. How often do we do that? I think it's probably 99% of the time. So today, I thought, what, I'm just going to go ahead and wing it, as if I haven't been winging it already, right? And I thought, first, let me put my baby in my hands. This is totally a Steve move there because he's talking about getting kittens to get into his videos, and I figure, well, I don't have any kittens, so let me take the cutest thing that I've got right now, this little one right here, and put him in this video. I know I'm playing dirty. So anyway, I just wanted to say that I really am enjoying this whole process. Really enjoying this whole process. And I think probably more so than anything, what I'm enjoying seeing is how everybody is unfolding in the midst of this challenge. I mean, this is a pretty cool thing and a pretty big deal if you think about it. I mean, forgetting about the 15,000 and all that in cash and prizes, which is pretty cool. Um, but the stepping outside of our comfort zones. I mean, me, I'm not uncomfortable being in front of the camera, but being in front of the camera consistently for 30 days, talking about things that are relevant and coming up with original content, that can be a bit tasking, not in and of itself, but when you have a busy life like I do. I have a very busy life. And then to slot out a time that I've committed to say, okay, I'm going to make this video every single day for that 30 days. And I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a norm. It's not going to be like, okay, I've done 30 days, okay, now I'm going to stop. It's one of those things that we are definitely building a habit of consistently getting ourselves out into our public's view. When you realize, when you understand that you've got a reason, you've got a voice that needs to be heard because you can bring value to other people's lives, it really becomes a responsibility to get outside of your own comfort zone to do that, to get in front of folks who you actually can help out. And so that's what this is to me. I really do appreciate the whole thing. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for the rest of the community for doing all that you have done in that whole thing. And Robin, by the way, that shout out today was so cool. So cool. And so was Shadow, by the way. I thought that was really awesome. So, anyway, just wanted to say hey to everybody. Don't want it to be so long. Too late. Uh, but but yeah, just kind of think about that. Don't wait for somebody to tell you what to do before you make a move in your life, in your business, for your goals, your objectives, and all that. No, start mapping it out. Figure out what it is that you are supposed to do, what your purpose to do, what you're destined to do, and then write that down, even if it's just chicken scratch right now, and dedicate yourself, commit yourself to building that thing out. Everything in life that is worthwhile takes some work. It really does. Everything that is worthwhile takes some work. It doesn't just, appear out of nowhere. So start today. Don't don't wait for the perfect scenario to come together. I mean, look, I'm shooting on a webcam right now. Now, okay, coming from the studio, using high end equipment and all that, to being in my office downstairs shooting on a webcam, I mean, that's a big contrast. But I think what is more important is not necessarily the equipment that I'm using, but the message that I'm bringing forth on that equipment. And I'm going to tell you this. Once you find your essence, you find your purpose, your reason for being, you can speak from that same place. And it really does become effortless because ultimately, your whole thing is how do I help the people who are listening to my voice right now? Everything else kind of fades away in the background, except for this one right here. All right, this is Jason Hodge, keeping it real. Hey, if you are wanting to get outside of your comfort zone, if you are wanting to, really get outside, if you're a shy person, get outside of your shyness, if you want a community to really connect with so that, you can be supported as you go through this growth phase, I would encourage you to click the link below, inside of this video, and get involved with this 30-day challenge. I know that we've jumped into it already, but really it is about the development. So there is still time to get involved with it. Get involved, and who knows, maybe you'll be one of the ones who win part of that 15,000 in cash and prizes. I mean, if that's your motivator. If your motivator is to get yourself to the next level emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is, then I would encourage you go ahead and click that link, get involved, and really it really is about keeping it real. I mean, look, there's a time that I never would have shot videos with my kids, let alone in my lap making all this noise and stuff. But, you know, this is just where it's at. I mean, this is what business is today. It is about being real and making that authentic connection. So I encourage you to do the very same thing. Don't let anything stop you from achieving your goals. Don't let excuses do it. Just do it. All right. This is Jason Hodge, keeping it real. Catch you later.